Last week on Legally Kidnapped.
Good evening. It's a sad week for family rights as we lost one of our greatest advocates. Former State Senator Nancy Schaefer of Georgia and her husband were found dead in what is being investigated as a murder-suicide. Nancy Schaefer fought like hell for family rights, wrote a scathing report against CPS, and even appeared on The Alex Jones Show. The state of New York gets busted for shredding thousands of requests for hearings from parents who are on the child abuse register and lost their jobs because of it. Then the Department of Homeless Services gets busted for paying out $152 million to service providers with no contracts, all based on handshake deals. And the state of Michigan goes soft on child abuse and foster care. Actress Sandra Bullock is getting divorced as her husband Jesse James is caught cheating and his porn star ex-wife renews her custody battle of their daughter. You can't do stuff like that, Jesse.
Hell no, you can't!
In Maryland, Renee Bowman gets life in prison for killing two of her adopted daughters and hiding the bodies in the freezer. The Colorado legislature announces a probe into CPS after the agency failed to complete reviews of the deaths of 10 children in 2008. In the Northern Territories of Australia, the government is accused of skimping on child welfare. And in Georgia, a former foster mother gets 12 whole months of probation in the death of a 9-month-old foster child by leaving her in a minivan to die. Any real parent would have gotten life. They're calling for an independent child advocate in Alberta, Canada, in an attempt to make the system appear more transparent. The report claims that sex abuse by Catholic priests in the United States is at a 6-year low. California man goes nuts and shoots at police during a standoff over an accusation made by his daughter that she was raped in foster care. In England, a social worker cries because of being called a child snatcher on blogs, and The Guardian censors comments made in the blogger's defense. In Bakersfield, California, a boy by the name of Michael J. Patterson dies in a foster home just before he turns 6 months old. And the mother, who's sitting in jail for stealing sheets at a Walmart, is devastated. The North Carolina Court of Appeals rules that the state child abuse register is unconstitutional because it is done in secret and parents' names are put on it without a hearing. The system sucks over at Children's Rights Attack Oklahoma because social worker caseloads are too high. A Louisiana social worker is injured after a pissed-off parent unchains their dog, allowing it to attack. An Alaskan man is sentenced to 34 months in prison for sexually abusing a foster child. A Florida child protective investigator is suspended for leaving a baby with broken bones in an abusive home where she sustained more injuries. The United States Army states that it has no legal duty to report child abuse to civilian authorities after a kid is killed in Hawaii. And finally, tonight, the Rhode Island State Senate passes a Foster Parents' Bill of Rights. For these stories and all the latest dirt on the child protective industry, visit www.legallykidnapped.com. And until next week, this is Baby LK, over and out.